Okay, this is my new Canon Digital Elph 300 HS, and I wanted to do a review of it. I'm pretty impressed with the little camera. I got it because I've gotten into backpacking, and I don't want to carry around one of my heavy DSLRs that are 5 or 6 pounds and hard to pack and hard to get out. So I wanted to get a little mini camera, a little pocketable camera to take with me. So instead of missing pictures, I'll get them at least on my little Digital Elph, and so far I'm really impressed. The camera seems to take really good video, and for a pocketable mini camera, for a point and shoot, it takes pretty good pictures too, I think. So I want to get out in the woods a little bit and do a review, and we'll see how it turns out. Okay, here we are, video segment number 2, Canon Elph 300 HS. Trying to get a little bit better scenery. I don't have the best scenery, but I want to get out and check out this camera and do a little review. As I said, I'm very pleased with it. It does a really good job for a very thin pocketable camera. Sorry I don't have pictures of the actual camera, but of course I'm using the camera to take this video. I'm going to try to take some pictures too. You can consider me a semi-pro photographer as far as still images. I've sold a few images and done some jobs for some people. I'm busy now with my technical consulting, but that'll give you kind of a point of reference for who's giving this review. Okay, while I'm out here, I want to give you another little mini review of this anti-insect, all-natural insect repellent. It's all-terrain herbal armor, and I want to tell you, this stuff is actually excellent. When I got out in the woods here, I was getting bit up by mosquitoes. I mean, blood on my arm, they were just killing me. And I put that herbal armor on like 2 minutes ago. Nothing. No mosquitoes, nothing. I can't believe the night and day difference. And it's an all-natural product. It has no nasty chemicals in it. It's like citronella oil and a bunch of other stuff. Cedar oil, stuff like that. This stuff is really great. So I highly recommend it. It's got lab tests and everything, and it's just an excellent product. So I just wanted to share that with you in this little video segment. It is excellent. Look at this little guy. Really just blends right in. Let me zoom out here and we'll see how close we can get. Oops. Wrong way. Here, little froggy, froggy, froggy. There he is. Okay, it doesn't focus quite as well in the long zoom, or at least on fine objects, excuse me, small objects. But other than that, it's just great. Okay, so walking in the woods, I came across this little obstacle. Well, let's see if I can go around. And I looked up, and man, that's a big tree. We just had Hurricane Katy come through Maryland, followed by Tropical Storm Lee. So I don't know which one knocked it over, but man, that's a big tree. Just broken right off at the stump here. It might have been dead already, but man, look at all that firewood there. I think that's probably hardwood, so if somebody could cut that up, they'd have some nice wood. By the way, the only complaint I have about this camera is it's got a record button on the back, which is great, but it's hard to push, so that when you go to push it, you end up shaking the camera most of the time. You jiggle it a little bit. That's the only complaint I have so far. Okay guys, I know I'm supposed to be doing a review of this little Canon Elph 300HS, but I couldn't help but say something. The beauty of the woods. This is what we humans do to our environment. Now this is behind someone's house, and I guess as long as it's not in your backyard, you don't care. But imagine all the garbage in landfills. Now they're still back here, and that's not such a big deal because that's going to rust, and it's actually biodegradable. Might take a long time, but it's going to rust. But this plastic, like there's a bleach bottle here, that's going to be here forever. It might break up a little bit in the cold, but it's going to be here a long time, and then you'll have fragments eventually, large fragments of plastic. So this is behind somebody's house. They don't want it in their yard, of course, but just imagine all the stuff you throw away. So if you don't recycle, this is what you're doing. Now if you don't go in the woods, I guess you don't appreciate it, but this is part of your environment. This is what we live in. So anything you put out in the ground, sorry, I want to get a picture of that tree, you know, it's going to affect your drinking water and all that. So sorry to get up on the soapbox, but I just had to say something. But perhaps this works to the advantage of this review, because you can see that you can zoom while you're in full video mode, and that it focuses really well. It's slow, but really who cares? So there you have my little speech, as well as getting to see how the camera works when zooming and focusing and things like that. Okay, I'm at the end of the trail. Well, actually not at the end of the trail, but I've come across another obstacle and I can't see a good way to get around it. So I'm going to end this review. So in conclusion, I really like this camera. This is a really tiny camera and it's really got some great features. One thing I really like is it's got a wide angle lens, which is really important on a mini camera, especially for photographers. I like that you have a lot of control in video. You can control exposure compensation, ISO, all those things. I like that you can zoom in and out with your video, which is nice for a point and shoot camera that also takes video. It's got autofocus when it's zooming in and out, and as well as taking video, which I understand not a lot of point and shoot cameras that have video do. One thing I've noticed, which I kind of expected, is that battery life is kind of limited, like my Sanyo Exacti CG20. However, the video is much better on this camera. Plus, I can take really great still photos with this. So, I'm going to get a spare battery for it, just like I did for my CG20, Sanyo CG20, Exacti CG20, sorry. But this is just a great camera, and I got it for $229 at Cooper's Camera Mart. So, I'm really pleased with my purchase. It's going to be a great backpacking camera, great backpacking video camera. That's just going to fit in my shirt pocket. So it's just a fantastic camera. So buy it and enjoy it.